They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Mills. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Under 10. Greystone, travel. Hey, I-7. Mike 50. Yes.
Looking to throw. Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Rocket. Go.
Operating from the gun, Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Foxtrot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Now.
Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line. Set, ready? 8, read. 61, matchbox, light.
Second and 11. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
You draw corker. Get it.
From the gun, Mills. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on third and long. Mills, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
At the 44-yard line.
Set up. 50, plant.
Defense wins championships, baby. '58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Here we go. 58, boys. 58 for Mike. Switch up.
So first down carry for Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Watch QB's up. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
It's Davis on the counter. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
Go
line.
now. 15 line.
Let's see what you got.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
58, boys. 58's Mike.
On the draw, this is Davis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. We're scoreless. Back Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is their third drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Sam off. X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On the ready.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Now!
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch twins. Check out read.
Back to throw. Mills. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
80 weapon. Hey, orbit. We want it. Come to my work. Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mills. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mills. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Shift.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like.
Look, squeeze.
Not today, you know. Not today.
Looking to throw. Mills. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mills. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, cross, hey, Charlie.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Bears' 32-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Hard. Get it.
To throw on second down. Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
3 down.
Big dribble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 42. Hey, me and you all day.
Bud.
I'm coming after you.
Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. Man is caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
65. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, G. Hatchet, hatchet.
Back to throw. Mills. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Look at me, zipper.
50's the mark, 50's the mark. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hey, zoom.
50's the mark, 50's the mark. Hey.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing again. Mills. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down, 18 Gator.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2.
Back to throw. Mills. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We go. 70, Indy.
You better bring it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check safety. Check safety. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Check 31. Check 31.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mills. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
50, Mike, 50. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Leo. Let's go.
From the gun, Mills. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Hey, look, 48.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Wahoo!
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now.
To throw on second down. Mills. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
Go out.
Check.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Mills. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
I'm going to run you over.
80 weapons.
Come on, switch it. Switch. Mike's 50.
22 jet bomber.
Looking to throw. Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Mike 42.
Protein spill. Smooth. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, Davis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw on second down. Mills, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, set.
58, come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check 3, check 3.
General West.
They'll run on first down. Davis. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 42 to Mike. Check 42.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Coming to you, coming to you. Boy, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run with their fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding. And
he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
The score, Bears 38, Packers 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
58 the money.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, man. Greystone, travel. Watch the boost. Get it.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
58 is Mike. It's just me.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58's the money.
From the gun, a gift to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hey, it's our house. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Again, it's Davis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. 48.
Yes.
Hey, alert 48.
Go.
To throw again. Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the ball now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mills now in desperation. He's got a man. Complete. 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's got it complete to Thompson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
10-2 stop. Watch the run, watch the run. 6-3, 218, chop it. 5.
From the gun, Mills. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
On the run, it's Davis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready up. 42, Mike 42. Hey, let's get in them holes. Big trip.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, exit. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Mike's 4-2. You must be dreaming.
They go again with Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
42's Mike, 42's 80 weapon. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Alpha. SOS. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.